then I was asking the question, who am I? Right? That's the kind of thing I'm asking. Then my mind was asking the question. Then immediately the mind came back with the result. No, you don't get any result. I know that is also other thought, but the challenge for me is the who am I question is not genuine at all. It's very fake kind of thing. It's asking the question. Within a couple of seconds, it's giving the result. No, you don't get that answer. Go back. So I believe it's kind of like an automatic or mechanical kind of question. So I'm asking you how to how to change my mind, at least ask some genuine question, who am I? Not rather than the mechanical or automatic way, shut down the door. I'm asking mechanical, shut down the door. That's maybe you can help me on that.
Yeah. And thank you for asking that question. I believe it will help everybody. The wanting it to be genuine is itself like a mental concern. You just ask the question, and any answer that comes, discard it, because it's not it. So this is what I would like to really make clear, and try to verify this in your experience, that any answer that arises, you see. What it says is irrelevant, because right now it's the answer to this question. Later, it'll be some interpretation of what's going on. It's always, the content of it is very colorful and different every time. But the fact is, it's like the thought arises, whatever it may be, saying, oh, I don't get this, or it's just mechanical. The seeing of it, are you making any effort to see the thought, to be aware of it? You know, the thought arising is coming with the simultaneous and spontaneous, effortless awareness of it. The thought arises and subsides. But you, the seeing of it, you are as you are, and you are that. You are the seeing of it, are you not?
No, I'm seeing that, yeah.
One thing that must become very clear in self-inquiry is that anything you are aware of coming and going is not you. The example that sometimes I give is like, you're on that train platform and you're watching these trains go by, coming, going. Because you yourself are in one place, you can say this train came and went. The train comes and goes, and the thought comes and goes. Your experience of yourself doesn't change. You are still I, me, myself. This is in a minute way, right? These thoughts coming and going, which happen all the time. But even things we take ourselves to be are changing appearances right before us in our witnessing. We are that witness watching. We're not becoming that. We are that witness watching. You are that right now, seeing, being aware of even the changingness of the body, the changingness of the mental states, the moods, the emotions, the personality, but in a very minute way, in this moment, just the thoughts. It just doesn't matter what the thoughts say. Who are you that sees? And whatever the mind says about this question is also irrelevant. Who are you, the watching of whatever the mind comes up with?
So, so if I understand correctly, I don't need to worry about the actual content, as long as I'm witnessing whether my mind is tricking or it's coming
Well,
up with
you
a
are
quick
witnessing, you know,
response.
your witnessing is a fact.
Okay.
But try to stick with this because I want to see what we maybe discover here. Like who are you that sees the mind? Saying whatever it's saying. But you are you, the seer of it. Who are you? As what do you see in your direct experience?
Yeah, I can get the answer, but it's coming from me. Since I have seen the so many videos, I mean, who are you? I'm awareness, but only the challenge is experientially I should be get that experience. That's the only thing I need to.
Even the answer that arises, it, are you making any effort to be aware of the answer arising? That which is aware, and we must stick with our direct experience. Like what are what is it that perceives? Like, is it a thought? Is it a feeling? Is it a thing that's looking?
Yeah, it's not a thought, it's not a feeling, it's all coming from either part of the body or part of my mind. um, you said thing. I That's an interesting one.
That which is aware. And we're talking about myself because I'm that which is aware. I'm the one witnessing. So that, is it a thing? Is it, so see what it consists of, what is it comprised of? And we have to look here, you know, don't, we must not go into definitions that we've learned and what processes are going on. That's all learned. That's all conditioned knowledge about what I am. But you are not in some book or some idea. You are here and now. It's very self-evident. I am present. I am witnessing even the subtlest thoughts that are appearing effortlessly, spontaneously. As what am I aware? As what am I seeing this?
You are right. It may be a simple one, but maybe I'm complicating or with the putting all the definitions or processes, and I think it's so complicated. But maybe it's a simple one. Um,
And don't worry, there's no need to be like right now. There's no need to have any answer. Just see that, like, even let's say right now the mind is very stuck, right? It feels like, okay, I can't really say anything to get out of this. So it's like it's just throwing the white flag, like, okay, I guess, you know, I'm just complicating it. But like even this, like, is simply who speaks this, you know? Is it you? This thought just arose spontaneously. Oh, I'm just complicating it. And we just, you know, we speak it like, yes, that's it. That's what's happening. On behalf of whom is this being spoken? That is to be sat with, you know, like right now you may see any level of concern, or like today our focus was self-concern, letting go of self-concern. When we start paying attention to the mind, or just to the field of our experience, which is a very here and now thing. It has nothing to do with the past or what we've learned. It's like we're paying attention to the field of our experience right now, what we are aware of, whatever state it is in, whatever it's currently looking like. And you start, when you start paying attention to the mind, like you start seeing these narratives are arising out of nowhere. They're saying all sorts of things about you as a person and about your personal life. But also right now, in this case, they're saying all these sorts of things like, I don't get it, or maybe I'm complicating it. You have to see these voices arise from within you, or it arises as my voice, but it's simply just so spontaneous. You're not choosing these thoughts. They're almost just popping up, happening. What is the choosing process of these thoughts? We're not sifting through like a catalog and choosing what to think. It's just like popping up. Even when we talk, it's like we're not planning out every single word in which order and what it's just like a spontaneous happening, effortlessly, spontaneously arising. So we have to notice how the same thing is happening in your thinking. Of course, it's like my thinking and I take ownership of it. That's where we get mixed up and we feel like there's I'm choosing all of this. But it's like thoughts are just happening and they're effortlessly being known. When you say, "Oh, I was thinking and I was lost in thinking," I feel like I'm trying to look, but mind keeps saying this. Automatically, you are affirming and stating that you are aware of this. You witnessed what the mind is saying. The witnessing is like the ever-present fact that you experience as myself, me, right? Because one thing is evident, that you are here, right? You are here and you are aware. But the question is, as what are you aware? Are you yourself a thought? Are you yourself a feeling? Are you yourself a sensation or a bundle of them? Are you yourself a perceptual experience, a mood? This question is self-love. We're finally paying attention to the self rather than appearances or objects that I, the self, see, that I'm aware of. So regardless of if the mind is rattled right now and maybe it doesn't get it, or maybe I don't have enough experience with meditation, or I haven't, or I'm not there yet, or right, these are all just definitions popping up. We don't have to take ownership over any of them. We don't have to believe in any of them, subscribe to any of them. The fact remains, I am the seer of them. I am the seeing. I am the witnessing of them. Right now, this thought is saying, I don't get this. The next thought could say potato. Regardless, I am the witnessing of it. I, as what am I witnessing? And notice, like, where must you go to find the answer to this question? The only tool you have to look for the answer is your attention. But where must the attention go to find the answer? So this is what we often say: tread towards the natural intuitive sense, I am, which is your very own presence, your very own beingness. And this is the curiosity we must maintain. Like, as what am I aware? Because the difficulty right now is like the mind doesn't know what to do with itself, because it's like it's doing this inquiry as a person. The subject at the heart of this, the subject at this with this that this inquiry is being launched with, is the personal self, me, this person that is sitting here trying to find my source. But this is this is the incorrect notion, because in the inquiry, the person that is taken to be the subject is being seen as an object by you. That which you already are is seeing the person as the not self. Who are you? And we can only look with our attention, you see.
Thank you, Sunny.
I would invite you to sit with this question, and maybe in a week or two we can have this sort of conversation again and see what you discover or find.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
And if any other confusion about this as we go on, let me know as well. There's a wonderful conversation because it exposes the self-image. Because again, as I said earlier on when we were doing the guidance, the self-image is constantly latching on to something. It's constantly needing some sort of support, either a sensation or a feeling, a thought, an image. It needs to hold on to something from which it can maintain this sense of the subject being the body or the person. But this investigation exposes all of these things as objects that I see, that I'm aware of. My very seeing of them, therefore, I'm not them. This is one of the primary principles of the philosophy of Advaita Vedanta, which is the seer and the seen. That which is seen to come and go, that which is seen to change by you, the unchanging seer, is not you. It's an appearance. Who are you? Doris asked, when you say pay attention to self, is it just about being quiet and not giving attention to thoughts and sensations? I would like you to sit with and explore where the attention is if you're not giving it to anything else. And then if this question then even remains. So when the attention is not occupied with thoughts, sensations, feelings, or anything, where is it then? And when it is no longer on something, does the question even remain, or does the confusion even remain? As I said earlier, right? Trying to hold on to something, the personality, the attention. It's like, when you start trying to ride a bike and you're all over the place, that it may feel like that for quite some time. And you have to allow that. Just be happy this inquiry is even coming into your experience. Truly, that's something to be grateful for. It is not our responsibility to get it. Understanding will take place. Understanding will ripen when it's time, in whichever capacity it is appropriate. So be free. Just be happy. But be curious, interested. So let it feel like the like not being able to balance the bicycle for a little while, but stick with that, right? Your only capital here, your only tool for the search is your attention. If you're bringing away from everything you are aware of to yourself, again, not to some foreign thing or to something else, simply to yourself, see what you find. And don't be too quick to put a label on it. Don't be too quick to try to expose your findings. Like if you win a lottery, you're not going to just announce it to the whole world right away. Don't be too quick to even just claim, oh, I've won the lottery. Just stick with it. Be quiet with it. Remain quiet with it. Let that mature. Let that develop.